Hi, Aries. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your December 2025 Psychic Singles Love Prediction. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what is next in love, what's coming towards you, any clues, any evidence, any energy that this connection could feel like. I have charms and clues, so we'll be using those. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy of, or to confirm a love that maybe has come into your energy recently. So this is for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and anybody else is welcome. Cross watchers always, if you'd like. But let's see what we have for my Aries today. Let's call in our guides. Spirit, please share with me loving energy. What is it that you have for us at this time? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have act. Time to act. Okay, you can see, if you look close, the wind is kind of blowing, but she's facing in this forward movement energy. The energy is just kind of behind her, like the wind. But she's pushing forward. She is definitely moving on with her life. So there could be something that you feel like has been holding you back, or you could have been making up your mind recently, like time to move on, like I got to do this. I got to step into action. I got to force myself to move on sometimes, like it's the best thing for me. So let's see what else they need us to know. I have a surprise. Okay, keep an open mind. Be ready to receive. Like there's this sense of receiving is how I want to say. So I'm just going to grab that for a second. But I'm just going to say be ready. Like sometimes we don't know, it can hit you anytime. I have imagination. Keep manifesting. Imagine the life that you want. Okay. What's important to you? What are you asking spirit for? So be very exacting. Be careful with the checklists. I always say, because nobody's perfect out there. And sometimes we let a really good person go by us because they're not checking the boxes, that it's not your dream person, but they could be the best thing that ever happened to you. So be careful with the checking every single box. Maybe they check most of the boxes and that's okay too. I have a choice. You're going to have a choice. Maybe two people are being put in front of you. So maybe it's time for you to really give some thought to, what is it that I'm looking for? Who is it that I'm looking for? So let's see what the cards are saying. I have all my Christmas decks out, so I'm really excited. I've been using them all week. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have a 6 of Cups, 6, 6. I have a 5 of Pentacles. And I have a 10 of Cups. The first thing that came in was the sense of give and take, and then a feeling of a soulmate energy, okay, that you're going to realize because there is this beautiful, they're showing me that there's this beautiful sense of balance between the two of you, that maybe you've struggled in the past where you were the giver and you didn't get it back. This might be the first time you get it back, like you really get it back. You really have somebody who reciprocates. So I do feel like that's a soulmate energy, because it almost surprises you that this person is as giving as you are, because you could be an exceptional giver. You could be somebody who's just would, do anything for anybody. So part of me feels that way. I also feel like this person stands by you right from the beginning. There's something that could happen when you're first dating. And it was not that it's a test, but I think they passed the test of your car breaks down. You're on the phone with them and they say, well, let me help you. Let me come get you. And you're like, no, I'll call AAA and I'm okay. And, I'm used to handling everything by myself. And they say, no, don't be ridiculous. Where are you? I'm coming and we'll figure it out together. So I feel like it's something that you're not expecting them to help you with, but they do it anyways. And it's almost as if you can see that they would show up for almost anything. Okay. That they would be that partner in life, that they would be the person who is there with you and for you. So, but I feel like they take you by surprise. It's very early days of dating, is how I feel. So they step to the plate, and they do it for all the right reasons. They're not doing it to get you into bed. They're doing it because they like you. I have a 10 of Cups. I feel that I could really be happy. This could be, it's Spirit saying like happiness is on the horizon. All I want is be happy. Happy is here. So I feel like you're not asking for a lot. I really do. I feel like you're asking for somebody who can give as much as you give. You're asking for somebody who you can connect to on a deeper level. You have somebody who's going to show up when things get tough or some kind of obstacle. And then you have somebody that I feel like we have it all. And I feel like we can be really happy together. So I got to tell you, it feels good. I have a Page of Cups. It's new energy. That came into me as new loving feelings. Point blank. New loving feelings. So it's not your past coming back. It's not somebody you know right now. It's new love. And it's somebody who, whether it's a crush or I have feelings for you, I care about you energy right from the start. I have a 7 of Swords. Clarification on my 7, please. I have a 3 of Pentacles. This is coming into me, and I don't normally read the 3 of Pentacles as a third-party situation, but I feel like I just had somebody that stepped out of the relationship to be with somebody else. They lied to me. They cheated on me. So I have that kind of haunting me right now is how I feel. I feel like I've gotten over it and I'm moving on, but in the back of my head, I still feel sick about it. Like, why did they do that to me? What could I have done differently? No, it wasn't you. It was them. So let's put that in the category of they did you a favor. Spirit is protecting you. That Spirit has something better for you. And but I can feel a kind of haunting energy in the back of my head that I wish I could get it out of my system once and for all. You might never get it out of your system. When you're hurt like that, it kind of sticks with you. The best thing you can do is not dwell on it, not harp on it, not wallow in it. So you got to look forward to this optimistic page. And this page, thank you, Spirit. I love my pages. They're so cute. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to put some energy into this. Look at what I have to offer. I feel like this page is kind of like, look at me, look at me. Yeah, I'm the good guy next door. That's what this is. I'm the good guy. I'm the guy that isn't going to cheat on you. I'm the guy that isn't going, guy or girl, you guys know me. I'm the person that isn't going to hurt you. And, it's kind of like trying to get your attention. And that's why they're going to show up when you don't expect them to show up. You didn't ask them to show up, but they do. A little bit of a jumping through hoops, right? Your car breaks down and they say, how can I help you? Not, oh, good luck with that. Let me know when you're home. No, it's like, oh my God, you know what? I wouldn't want my car to break down and be all alone, so they come to your rescue. They want to be your hero. Let me be your hero. Yeah. That is definitely a divine masculine energy. Let me be your hero. That is a divine masculine, however you want to say it, pumping their chest up and saying, look at me. But it's a natural divine masculine energy that they want to provide and protect, that they want to help you in a situation like that. Not that you're helpless. That has nothing to do with it. It's just their natural energy comes forward and says, I feel like I'm supposed to be helping you right now, which is what you want. And, and especially if they take action with it and they listen to their divine masculine. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 3 of hearts. So I a 3 of swords. 3, right? 3 hearts got broken, I don't know. Sometimes that lingers, it hangs in there. We suffer over it for way too long. I don't know, other than you just have to ask Spirit to keep helping you to remove it. When it pops into your head or you have those feelings, you say, Spirit, just please take these feelings away. I don't want to think about this anymore. That's really the best thing you can do. And move on. There you go. 6 of Swords. 8 of Cups. Put it all behind you. Put it all behind you and look at this page and this Chariot at the bottom of my deck that says, I want to move forward. This page that says, I'm excited about you. I have a crush on you. I have feelings for you. I can't wait to see you again. Our first date went amazing. We had a good time. I had a good time tonight. Thank you. So this person wants to move forward, and they're helping you move forward, Spirit just said, because you want to. You're trying really hard. I know you are. I want to move forward. I want to get this out of my head. And I just want to, I want it to be easy. I don't want it to be hard to move forward. I just want somebody to, a poof appear magically. Spirit, please share with me. I have creating something new. The cookie cutters and the sense of, like we're cut from the same cloth is kind of the energy I just felt, even though they're different shapes. But it was almost like at the end of the day, when we get to know each other, we're cut from the same cloth. We have maybe very similar backgrounds. Maybe we grew up in the same era. Maybe we grew up with the same, childhood toys and shows and things that we did in elementary school. And so we're cut from the same cloth. That there's definitely this feeling of, they're rolled from the same dough, even though we're different shapes. But we have a ton in common. And it's very apparent that we get along very well. I have drama. I don't want drama. I don't want crazy. I don't want chaos in my life. Then you don't invite it in. This energy that you are moving away from, this energy had a ton of drama. How could it not? How could somebody lying, cheating, breaking your heart, a third person, interference, how could that not have crazy around it? But you're not there today, Spirit just said. And you don't have to be. You don't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to worry about it. You don't even have to think about them. What's coming into you is somebody that we're cut from bottom of the deck. It will happen in divine timing. So divine timing, is divine timing now. Divine timing could be right now. So it could be happening right now. But I like this feeling of cut from the same cloth. It doesn't feel like we're opposites. It doesn't feel like, it just feels like we have a lot in common. I feel like I'm broken. Maybe this person is somebody who helps you put the pieces back together again. Okay? They see the best part in you. They don't see that you struggle with the moving on. They don't see that this thing is in the back of your head every once in a while. But maybe your heart heals as you are getting to know somebody new. Okay? You can grieve and fall in love at the same time. We're human. We have capacity to do a lot of emotions all at the same time. We have a range of emotions on any given day. So you can do both if you're still trying to just get out of your head. So, and you can fall in love with somebody new. And as you fall in love with somebody new, you get further and further away from that thing in your head, and you start to feel better about yourself, and that brokenness goes away. You're not broken. You're fixable. I have incoming news. Ooh, I like the marshmallows. I want to use the word fluffy for some reason. It could be that maybe you have curves. Maybe you have, hey, we all go through it. I got to lose a couple of pounds. And, but it was like a sense of fluffiness, softness. I'm going to say soft. You have soft curves. Somebody has soft curves. Maybe they're fluffy. Maybe they have a soft curve, and, it's okay. I feel like it's sweet. I feel like they're cuddly. I feel like I love everything about you inside and out. So if you have something that you're worried about, like your body image, they're going to love you for who you are. So I'm not worried about that. Bottom of the deck, I have protection. Okay, so I've got angels protecting me from possibly inviting that drama or crazy into my life again with somebody else. No, I'm inviting in stability and love and somebody who goes out of their way to come help me with my car trouble. That was nice. I'm wondering if this is the one. I like that. They keep you wondering. You keep them wondering. This feeling of, I'm not there yet, but I'm starting to think there's something here. I'm starting to think there's something more. So you could be just kind of starting to wrap your head around it, or early on you start to wrap your head around it with, this could be somebody that, turns into something so much more. I'm wondering, is this the one? Let's get some initials. Let's see. Let's first initials, last initials. Maybe we'll get some evidence. Maybe some of you, this will be a sign. That would be fun. All right. So first initials, last initials. You could maybe spell your person's name. Let me get a handful of these. These are my new Christmas. I'm calling them my new Christmas Scrabble letters because they're burgundy and gold. And I saved them until this time of year, bought them in the summer. I have a letter S. I have an E. I have an N. I have the letter D. I have an R. Okay. Another D. I have an O. U. Another E. The letter T. I have an M, I, another E. I have a W. I have an A, and I have another O. Okay. So for some of you, that could be connecting. Okay, I like that it's spelling send, like send me a message. Send me a message from somebody I'm thinking of. Send me a, or I just got a message. They just sent me a message. That would be fun. All right, let's see what else they have. Spirit, tell me about this connection. What is it that you want me to know? What is it that is important to know? Let's go into these cards. Share with me. I have a High Priestess. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I love this card. I've had this deck for, I don't know, maybe 4 years. Maybe this is my 4th year. I love this card, and it's such a simple thing because you can see Santa, old-fashioned Santa, is looking at the sign, and it's this feeling of which way do I go? This way or that way? And that's the fork in the road that we all have. But we're always guided. There's always this inner guidance that says, no, this choice is better. There's something about this fork that spirit will kind of nudge you towards. But I just kind of like this, the way that he's stopped. He's looking, he's patient, he's thinking, and then he'll make his choice. The Wheel of Fortune will guide him. Fate, destiny. I love that card. I just love the whole, it's just such a great card. I have a Lover's card. Okay, so now here we have it. I'm wondering. Let's go back to I'm wondering. I love this. I am wondering, which way do I go? Is this the one? Is this my soulmate? I think you're about ready to meet your soulmate. I do. I think that even if you're struggling with moving on from something or someone, that path is going to be open to you very crystal clearly. And you are going to be led down the right path with the right person. I have a Chariot. They are just, I feel like they're just moving you forward. They're just pushing you. I have a Four of Swords. That came into me as the waiting is over. Okay. The waiting is over. Yeah, they're trying to open you up to your future. Three of Wands. So for those of you that have just been kind of feeling like nothing's moving, nothing's happening, I think your energy is about to shift. I do. I feel like something's coming towards you here. Let's get some charms. Let's see if they'll give me a couple more clues. So let's open this up a little closer. So this big, beautiful bowl. And let's see what they say. Where do I want to go? Let's go over here. Okay, we'll get this one that jumped. Okay, let's see if they have any signs. I always like to start with signs and numbers. I have a Cancer. Okay. It's a swan. Two swans. Soulmate. Swans are soulmates. Can you get it? Swans are soulmates for life. Okay. I have a flower with the center cut out, but the word center is more what I'm what I feel like I'm supposed to be saying. Just that you're the center. I'm supposed to notice the center, that I will put you You will be the center of my universe, you know, and I'll put you first or make you a priority, which I felt when they came to fix my car. I felt when they came to my rescue, let me be your hero, right? You know, I was like, okay, I have a 0. Okay, so I have, what is this guy? A seahorse. Seahorses are soulmates too. Under the sea. A little bit of a fantasy energy there. I have pirates. Okay, I've got this coming into me as a pirate and the sea. I don't know. Maybe I like pirate books, pirate movies, old-fashioned boats. You know, I don't know, something around the sea. History, history of pirates. I have love. I definitely feel that. Okay, I have a couple of fairies on a moon. So I have 2 of those. A little bit of a I'm over the moon for you. Feels like a fairy tale. I'm over the moon for you too. Feels like we both are feeling the same way. We're cut from the same cloth. I have a bird. This bird on a ring. Feels like I'm captured. It feels like you captured me. It feels nice. I have a cross, so we could believe in a religion. Let's say it that way. I have a crown and a heart. It says knitting diva on it, but I'm going more with the heart and the crown, like this feeling of you're my queen. I want to say it that way. I have a butterfly, so transformation. A little bit of a tattoo that remembers somebody also, that I have a tattoo in honor of a sister or sibling, friend, maybe with a date on it, something like that. I have a Cupid's arrow has struck, definitely. I have, it's like a fleur-de-lis, but it came into me as traditional. And then I'm going to put this dress. I don't know if it's quite a wedding dress, but I'm going to put this dress and this fleur-de-lis together because it felt like I went wedding dress shopping. It felt like I'm trying on wedding dresses. They're traditional wedding, like full length, you know, the whole gown, veil, the whole shebang. Yeah, I'm going dress shopping. I'm going wedding dress shopping for some of you. So that could be a clue that we're going to end up together. So that feels nice. So if somebody out there wants to have a traditional wedding with the whole big, beautiful gown and veil, you'll make a beautiful bride. So let's see when. Spirit, anything about divine timing that you need us to know about this connection? What is it? We're ready to receive this soulmate. We are. I have the one you miss will come for a kiss. Somebody, you're struggling with somebody from the past, somebody, not all of you. This is a general reading for you know, many of you. But you're moving on, and you're moving on to something so much better. So, you know, try not to let that person hold you hostage any longer emotionally, or somebody who's struggling. I have 1010. Look for that as a sign, a number. Shifting timelines, wholeness, completion. I've completed a timeline. I've completed a phase of my life. That phase is over. The next phase is ready to begin. So it could be Spirit's way of saying, hey, you know, you're definitely moving forward. Give it a week. Don't become weak. Okay. Give it a week. Okay. Is it that soon? Wow. Maybe for somebody. That would be exciting. With green growing on the vine, relax and know you now have time. A glass of wine will calm the mind. Green growing on the vine. So springtime is green. And going for a glass of wine, maybe that's our first date. Maybe somebody's wearing green. Maybe somebody has a green shirt or green in their clothes. Let's get one more of these. I haven't used these in a long time. And I have beginnings and endings. You are one and the same. Again, I'm going to go back to that feeling I had earlier that you can heal and you can fall in love at the same time. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to say to you again there. Time for a change. It won't be strange. So yeah, it's changing. Life is changing, but that's okay. You know, it's all about, you know, you're ready for the change too. And I think this change is going to help you. I think this change is going to be good for you, obviously. Let's see if we're looking at wedding dresses. That's nice. Let's see what some final messages are. I have a magician. Let's turn our wish into reality. This person's sincere. I will definitely say that. I feel like this person has genuine feelings. You both want the same thing, Spirit just said. A Queen of Wands. It's a breath of fresh air to be with you. You're different. You're unique. You're special. I love everything about you. I love you just the way you are. There's something about you that I just love you just the way you are. Don't change a thing. I have a Hierophant. Will you marry me? Yeah, big ring, beautiful dress. Yeah, this person's going to be genuine. And I have a 9 of Cups, the dream come true. Look at proposal. Yeah, they're letting you know, for those of you that want that formal, traditional commitment, that it's on its way. What's the bottom of my deck? Letting go. 6 of Cups, a past love. Okay, that's a soulmate connection. It could be past lifetimes. It could be that here we are on this journey again. We found each other in this lifetime. Knight of Wands. They're saying afraid to commit, but that isn't true. I think this person definitely wants to commit. I think this person is going to be all in a very short period of time. So I think you found your one. Is this the one? I'm wondering, is this the one? They gave us some really nice messages, didn't they? They said, happy is here. I just want to be happy. This is new love. I liked the let me be your hero. I really liked that. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here as always. So blessed, so grateful. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, claim it, own it. It's yours in the comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels. They're both doing well. The link is in the description below for some additional readings. I hope you enjoyed your messages today, and we'll see you all again real soon.